Okay, well, we'll see how Longo does in the same position then. As we head to Battlefield to start things off, good for both characters' combos. Who's going to get in there first? It looks like it's going to be Meru with a massive forward air straight out of the gate.
Meru extremely strong at zone breaking, just immediately calling out the hitbox, beating it with his own. But this is one of Longo's specialties. He does not like to let you jump. He uses all of those anti-air nairs, but especially forward airs. His boxing game, extremely strong. And already we see the pressure being put on both players. They're scrapping it out.
Yeah, we're seeing quite a few trades in the air actually, and you know, Rob's forward air, they're more designed to be quick and you'd use them in succession, so Meru's definitely winning on damage and knockback in those interactions. But if Longo can just get those attacks out a little bit quicker and land those first blows, then he could keep up this slight lead that he's got going on right now.
Exactly, however, Meru got him in the corner right now, and that's exactly where Meru wants him, and that's that forward air I was talking about. Longo so strong, so good at calling out those aerial approaches with the forward air, with the anti-airs. And look at that landing, the B reverse as well. But once again, Meru with the forward air, such a good zone breaking tool. Meru got him cornered.
Yep, gyro in hand. Oh, he throws it at the ledge though. He wanted to run it just along the surface of the stage, but narrowly misses. And though now he's lost his main tool, he's got no jump. Of course, Rob can make it back for days, but not when you're running right into a back air.
Meru running up to the ledge to shield, baiting Longo into hitting a safe move on the shield and immediately dropping it and outspacing the up air, punishing to get the KO. Very well done. And now it's up to Longo to make the stock happen. Look at that. Nice setup, but not quite gonna connect.
Yeah, just a little bit too slow, but I really like the idea on that front. So Longo right now, he's also got to be aware those low percent combos on Peach could get started at any point. He wants to keep this even, but it looks like it might not happen.
Nice juggle. That's one of the best up airs in the game, especially combined with float. A nice stack by Meru into an edge guard, into a footstool, but it's not going to be enough. That Robo Burner has a lot of fuel left. Longo just trying to wall out in the corner. Meru commits a little bit too hard and loses his positioning. Still, Meru is alive at 182.
Oh, there we go. Just reading the jump from ledge, getting the big back air. He did it in such a committal position. He went off stage to do it, but that was the correct guess. But so was that forward air. Just missing with the vegetable on that occasion. That could have led into a deadly setup.
Lots of pressure by Longo. He's playing the horizontal game very well, but Meru just floating over the laser, making his way in, and Meru another forward air to break through the zone. He's doing so well at finding these disjointed forward air hits just to get Longo into the corner, and that's exactly what Meru wants to do. Make sure that Longo cannot retreat out of the range of his aerials, but Longo answering. Look at that, the string comes out. There's the gyro, but Meru with a massive answer, and the side B, the Peach Bomber is going to KO. Such a great mix-up, because even if it gets shielded, it's safe.
Yeah, like, I wonder if Longo kind of thought he was safe, because to me it looked like he was behind the gyro, and if that were the case, then the Peach Bomber would have collided with the gyro first and bounced off of that. But even if it did, the hitbox still landed, and away he went. So it's down to Longo to take a stock in a slightly less even position than last time. Meru definitely with an advantage right now, but the down throw is the correct read.
No KO.
Not quite enough to KO.
Yeah, Battlefield coming into Meru's favor here for once. I mean, normally the stage is very strong for Rob because it does allow him to live for a very, very long time. But in this specific scenario, Meru had the blessing of the stage in his side. Look at that, the zone break again, just floating in, floating over Longo's hitboxes, and Longo once again stuck in the corner. He's been doing very well at getting the hits even while in the corner, but at the end of the day, it is still an advantageous position for Meru.
Yep, and he's forced to burn all of his projectiles right now, so going back into a couple of back airs, we know it's a strong move, it's also a slow move, so when you're against someone like Peach, that can be really hard to land. The gyro at ledge just completely invalidated by Peach Bomber, but the up throw will definitely be enough to bring this down to even stocks in a great game one.
Such a fast-paced game, so much action happening, but look at the clock. They've been at it for a while already. It's just so hard for both of these players to find the KO in a timely manner. Meru is kind of waiting out the hitboxes, but Longo, once again, he has to work himself in the corner to have enough time to set up his projectile game.
And that was a really nice subtle float as well. He did it at the height where he knew he'd be above the gyro. It was a risk because he then would have been susceptible to a back air, but the decision was correct in the end. And Meru maintaining his ground until he gets hit by a gyro. And the Robo Laser as well.
Lots of damage coming out of the combo as well. That's Meru hitting the kill percents already. 122 on Longo, 90 on Meru.
Ooh, that
barely.
back air just frames away from what could have been a stock.
Look at that.
And that's another
Longo,
one.
yeah, he was looking for it, but Meru breaking the zone again. The forward airs are coming out. Meru with the ledge guard. The turnip is going to hit the stitches in the hands of Meru. He's looking to get the decisive hit right here with the vegetables. But the forward air is going to limit all the options that Longo has. Longo keeping it very competitive, but at the end of the day, just barely falling short right there.
Yep, really intelligent play. When you have a stitch in hand in that final stock scenario, it's such a close game. Sometimes you don't need to hit with the stitch face itself. The pressure enough will instead win the game on your behalf. And getting that forward air to take the stock from a slightly scared Longo, but understandably so.
Yeah, that stitch face, such presence.
So that's the first we'll see in the set. Will we be seeing any more? That begs to be seen. For now, we get Longo's stage counter pick. No character changes, as we would expect from specialists like these.
Sound and City is going to be a higher ceiling, a little bit iffy, because we saw Longo getting a lot of those KOs with the up air, with the vertical pressure. Meanwhile, Meru hitting the forward airs and back airs to get the KO.
And indeed, there was quite a critical moment where he did not get the KO with up air when it felt like he was supposed to. But I get it. It's room to get away from Peach's combos, make a bit more of an escape. Certainly some offstage arm rotor plays would KO regardless on any stage. And yeah, just a bit more room to run away from Peach combos and throw out some gyros. So I understand the thinking. But it's not working out too great right now. Meru has been getting almost all of the hits. Longo forced to recover high. Oh, but getting down there with the neutral air.
The fast fall on the neutral air messed up Meru's timing. He wanted to set up an up air, but no time to set up. No dash attack punish either. Longo just landing with the strong hitbox. Good job right there. Finding his footing, and look at where it brings him. 60% on Meru, almost getting the down air as well, but there's the dot phase. Lots of damage coming out. Trade, though, is going to be favorable for Longo. Look at him cornering Meru so very well. Meru tries to go high, dodging the up air, slowly making his way back to the stage, but Gyro just stopping all of Meru's efforts immediately, and a good roll on Meru's part is going to get him back to center stage. Look at that.
Yeah,
nice
Meru making good use of the gyro, because indeed he's very used to having an item in hand, but Longo will be used to getting those up airs to secure out the first stock, and he does that excellently. Knowing that the platforms were just about to leave, Meru had to make a move and went straight into that up air.
That's one of the advantages of having a multi-hit up air. You can drag your opponent up to the blast zone, just like Longo did right there. A full hop rising up air is going to bring Meru that much closer to the blast zone. Barely that KO, and now it's all to Meru. A little bit of a role reversal compared to last game, and a little bit of a rare whiff as well. Meru with the back air, not going to connect right there. Dash attack.
Oh, that is enough! He made it all the way to the corner of the screen, but still, that is a good dash attack, but that's a good forward air, nearly getting 3 in a row. All right, so Longo almost kind of happy to sit at ledge, surprisingly. Not making much of an effort to get away from there, but throwing out projectiles, making the escape, maintaining a very slight lead. That's a good neutral B. Yeah,
it is a slight lead, but more than anything, it's Longo calling the shots, and that's more than a slight lead. Look at the corner situation again, and the stage spike. Meru makes it back just barely. Another gyro's out, but the turnip is going to counter the edge guard. The down tilt pressure, very hard to counterplay. The gyro just barely bouncing over the ledge, and Meru has no way to make his way back to the center of the stage. Longo just doing exactly what Meru did to him last game, controlling the stage so very well.
What's really notable to me is that so many Robs in this position would be trying to use the down air to get the stock when the character is returning to the ledge, because it's huge at 2 frames. It can hit from before you even get to a 2-frame position. But Peach is one of those rare exceptions where Peach Parasol will go right through it, and Longo is keenly aware of this, to the point where he's only attempted 2 down airs in the entire set, and even then they've been from on stage just to try and avoid that recovery move.
Ooh, and one thing I have to point out here, Toaster, is that Meru's at 175, and he's still living. 184, he's refusing to kick the bucket. Rob he can find the hits, but he cannot find the decisive hit. Look at that, 204% on Meru. He's still living. The down air whiffs, but the down tilt won't. An early up B is forced out. He will dodge the parasol, but not both of the forward airs. Longo had to fight so very hard to get that KO, but he finally did. And once again,
but he's gonna get the arm rotor! And that's it! Longo having almost let the game even itself back out, has just suddenly taken Meru away in seconds. From one stock where Meru lives to over 200%, this time he gets to about 55.
It evens out, and that's one of the reasons why Rob is such a strong character, right?
Oh, absolutely.
If he did not have the down throw 50-50, the drag-off combos, we even seen Lucrecio post some Twitter tag about turning the direction of the combo around using the drag-down up air as well. So much Rob tech to get those early KOs, to get that early offside situation as well. And it's that X factor that really makes Rob the strong character that he is. Meru deciding to bring it to Final Destination, one of his favorite picks versus Rob. He feels like Rob's disadvantage is most easily abused on Final Destination.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with that. It takes away a lot of his up air KO options. He can definitely still get them on any stage, absolutely, but it will make them KO just that little bit later. And yep, if you want to get big combos on a big character like Rob, then Final Destination is an excellent choice for that.
The advantage state already being turned up, but once again, the fast fall on the neutral air just kind of messing up Meru's timing right there.
Yep, and still not able to get that down air because he has to do it so close to the stage to avoid Peach Parasol, and we haven't seen a single
50-50?
one land, but
combo, no combo. Meru air dodging out just barely. The floaty nature of Peach and the float at the last second to dodge gyro and the forward air as well. Longo extremely aggressive, trying to return to the stage with the forward air, but is not quite going to beat that Peach forward air. Huge crown hitbox, and Meru, I have to say, man, he needs to find an answer to that Rob neutral air. It's been getting Longo out of disadvantage time and time again. Let's see another one of those neutral airs, and this time, Meru timing it correctly. Look at that, very well done. He has the stage set up, and Longo forced to the ledge. That's not where he wants to be. Look at the percentages. Look at the forward air just barely whiffing.
Yeah, but forced to make a re-grab, but actually getting away with it. And Longo gets the gyro back in hand, so that's really useful. But about that neutral air, there's definitely an answer, but I do hate to tell people just parry it, because it's certainly easier said than done. But if you can parry Rob's neutral air, he has to complete the entire rotation without a hitbox. You get a gigantic punish window if you are able to parry it. Not easy, but it is so big and relatively slow. Not like that Stitch Face, though.
Oh, no, but Meru lives, and it means that he keeps the Stitch Face. That's a huge swing that barely did not KO. Good DI by Meru, and the suit pressure from the Stitch is going to get him back to center stage, and that means that he lives to fight another day. Longo trying to go for another nair, but it's not enough. Meru, he's fiending for the KO, and he's still alive at 180. The stage is doing so much for him. Look at that. He's pressuring, just trying to push Longo to the ledge where he can find that KO, but Longo, he broke through.
Yep, so that neutral air, again, still coming out as the key tool in Longo's moveset right now. And he'll be getting that back up, low percent, trying to make use of that down tilt. Such an excellent move. Frame data winning out on Peach again. That back air just so much faster on Peach.
Longo overreached a little bit right there, going for the hitboxes, but Meru had the answer ready, and that is an answer indeed. Forward air, as we mentioned time and time again. Such a good zone breaker, and Longo just does not know how to get off the ledge.
Yep, and that's got to be Meru's specialty. Like, find me a couple of people who do know what to do when you're on the ledge against Meru. That is such a scary situation, but one that you're going to have to deal with if you want to win Syndicate 2019. And right now, Longo somewhat in danger of heading to the losers bracket if he can't pull this one back, but he has done.
No jump on Meru.
And the back air!
Amazing string. He just stole the jump once and capitalized perfectly.
But here comes number 3. The Stitch Face is back in play. Longo forced to drop his combo that he could have got started with out of the fear of that Stitch Face. And it's still in hand for Meru right now.
And the crown is going to end the stock. Longo, he was trying to space away, drifting back, and that means poor DI in the forward air. Meru once again finishing out a game, holding a Stitch Face, throwing out a forward air on the ledge. It's iconic.
Yep.
It's iconic.
We will wait to see a game in this set that does not incorporate a Stitch Face somehow, as we head to Pokemon Stadium for Longo's new counter pick.
Yeah, a 2-1 lead for Meru. Very strong right now. I feel like the one thing that Longo has to do here is he needs to stop overcommitting. It's those few times that he tries to do a little bit too much, where Meru just kind of pricks through the offense, he just kind of breaks through, and then it's a world of pain.
Yeah, and such excellent positioning on those forward airs, getting them time and time again.
That's the up air string. Longo this time, very smart, going to the ledge, but Meru immediate punish with the up air as well. Very, very smart. I haven't seen that before. And the gyro.
Yeah, Meru trapped between the gyro and the oncoming robo laser. So that's a good start from Longo. As he shields the forward air, that's some good defense.
Nice, yeah, good neutral airs. Very hard for Peach to get around those. Another one of the neutral air strikes. And there's the back air. Peach not getting much out of it though. The empty landing into Nair as well. Meru is mixing up his pressure very, very well.
Yep, and also making it really difficult in particular for Longo to get any kind of grabs in this set. We've seen so few of them.
Yeah.
The ones that we have been very critical, but my wishes have gone unfulfilled. Here comes a Stitch Face. Once again, this is number 4 in this set, and it makes contact on this occasion.
No recatch though. That is going to be a lucky break for Longo right there, but he's still in the corner, empty landing into the grab. As you mentioned, one of the rare grabs immediately, maximum conversion from Longo, and that is the lead that he needed to have. He's been extremely comfortable once he does have the lead, but playing from the behind is a little bit harder, and so it's all up to Meru here.
It was such good recognition as well, because we saw that last time the up air missed because Peach does not jump all that high, so she was able to air dodge kind of below the move. So this time Longo thinks, okay, up smash is not reliable on many characters, but Peach so slow, so floaty, and jumps not very high. I'm going to attempt the up smash. Maybe he'll be within range, and he was.
That was such a good string from Longo. Look at the damage getting wrecked right here. Longo has to find his way out of the corner. Another get-up attack. No, not quite. Is going to be more nair walling. Meru getting a little bit of snapback on his controller, probably because of that was not what he wanted with the pivot grab. Back throw getting pushed off stage is Longo. Back to the ledge, back to the center of the stage. Immediately grabbing, but no follow-up right here. Look at that.
I guess up tilt would have been the right position there, but nope, we're getting a forward air from Meru to start to even things out. Longo doing a really good job in this set with an offstage gyro. I'm sure a laser is coming as well, but Meru thought the same thing.
Yep.
And he picked the perfect option to avoid it.
Very, very nice. Yeah, very nice use of the items right there. No grab from Meru. A little bit of an overreach, a little bit of a misjudgment, if I do say so myself. A rising forward air does get grabbed. Early combo. Nice getting pushed to the ledge. Longo has to find his way out again. There come the up airs. But a nice trade right there. Exactly what Longo needed. He's not out of the woods yet.
I'm not really making use of that vegetable. Just wants to get back to the ledge. And the neutral air will secure the second stock for Longo instead.
I really think neutral air is the name of the game here for Longo. The move has been putting in so much work versus Meru, and even in that kind of scenario, just like that, he was trying to outspace it, but it's just so hard for Peach to do that because her main outspacing tool is forward air, and that's extremely slow. A good tech by Longo coming out, but a melee combo that there, not getting the final hit of that down air into the neutral air. Very, very well done. Good recognition by Meru, knowing that it would not combo.
Yeah, and completely even things out once again. So this is brilliant. And as you said, the forward air not all that fast. The neutral air certainly is. So perfect timing. Oh, an arm rotor in neutral though.
Definitely a misinput. Longo and Meru both uncharacteristic misinputs. They're probably feeling the heat from this last hit scenario.
Yeah, and why wouldn't you? That gyro getting a third hitbox in play, hitting 3 separate times. Robo Laser getting deflected though, so there was actually a little bit of a free punish there on Longo, but it wasn't capitalized upon.
And the percentages are so even. Meru with the empty floats trying to mix up his pressure. Longo going high with the neutral air, knowing that it's hard to contest for Meru, but as soon as he's in close range, those back airs are going to come out, and that's what Meru wants. He wants to be in that close quarter combat scenario, because look at that. There's no way for Rob to answer that hitbox barrage, and the dot phase is in play. Will Longo pick it up? He fakes out, goes for the back air, but Meru, having none of it, goes immediately back to his bread and butter, throws Longo off stage into the juggle scenario, nearly getting the KO. 160 on the robot, but he's so heavy. He's so heavy, but he will make it back to the stage, and recovery is extremely, extremely good. He's planking from the ledge, no punish on the regrabs. He's baiting out an option. Meru with the forward throw, will it be enough? Not!
Yes, it is! Peach is forward air with lots of rage on deck. A lot of damage on Longo, and that forward throw was just about enough.
Wow. What a comeback by Meru after losing that first stock. Playing from behind, Longo wrecked so much damage, but Meru just keeping his calm and finding his win conditions.
Yep, just using those quicker moves and finding the answers to Rob's playstyle. it can be done. It's so hard, especially in practice against a player as good as Longo. But
Longo really good at mixing up his positioning as well. He was mixing up his horizontal anti-approach with like the down tilts, with the lasers, with the forward airs, and then as soon as Meru played around that, he would go high, neutral air, and Meru just